There are multiple ways that you can find a newspaper article. One of the best places to go is the university website itself. Go to North Hall, to the library, do a search, figure out what topic you want to end, but family life in the U.S., we'll start with that. If you've noticed, I've typed it in here, and we'll do a search for it, see what we can come up with. So we'll search for EBSCOhost articles. We can come up with uh, some interesting results. As we look at these, we could see what's going on, and we could look at things like journal articles. We don't want those for this particular one, so we might want to limit it to things like New York Times or Washington Post. The other way to do that as well is going back to the site here, and we can look for articles under databases here. And then you can see where it pops up and see newspaper sources right here. So just go into newspaper sources, and now we can search family issues in US and search. And that's going to get us with articles, and we can put the time text here all the way over so that it's just this year that the articles are there, and see what we end up with in doing so. Okay, so just in doing that, there are 10,000 articles on family issues that were within the last year. So let me refresh that, make sure it's coming up correct. Those publication dates. And then we can put in more topics. Say we want issues related, there, we have 500 with that available. Say we wanted to find out about divorce. Now you can see these come from multiple papers out there. Here's some from the New York Times. Here's one from Daily Oklahomian. You can find them that way. You could also put in more details like divorce. Um, and as we search for that with the same database, you can see we're even going to get more articles. 2000, why it's now men who are destroyed by divorce, and we get some of those. The other way is to really search is on New York Times itself, and so I search family issues here, and we go within the last 30 days for that, and you can see there's a multiple issues as far as articles here, military families. We can keep on going and see what else is out there. Um, Let's stop the bickering and fix the health care. It ties to family. It may not work for you, but you've got to look at some of those articles a little bit more. Another place to go might be the Huffington Post. Huffington Post is a online um, newspaper with a lot of information in it. So as we search for that, that comes up with that. The Huff website. Okay, and there's the paper for today, and we can get in there and search on an article. The search is up here. We can look for the news, entertainment, voices, political news within that, and go back. You can also put in Huffington Post, family issues, see what we come up with, and we can see topics on family come up. And so we can look at some of those. Dads ask people to tweet his bullied son happy birthday, support for families, tips for the perfect family, and we can check when these articles were written um, by looking in. And as you can see, definitely within the guidelines of the last 6 months. But articles are very, very easy to find as far as from the newspaper articles. You can also use MSNBC, CNN. So it depends on what you're searching here. And let's pull up another site here and search. And we search for family parenting, family issues. Okay, and we can start looking at some of the other places, the parenting issues that come into place, and we can look in the news. So there's multiple ways that you can get. Here's USA Today. Southern Baptist talks on sex and LGBT issues at a parenting conference. Definitely an article that works. Parenting in the New York Times. And then again, checking the dates on these particular ones. This one was even from, brings up the things from very recent. So litter box issues, not exactly what we're looking for the cars, but you can definitely see that there are some articles. Johnny Goes to College is an opinion one, so we want to avoid those. But some of the ties out there, mother, father, and obesity and offsprings. Definitely an article that ties to sociology. Definitely one within the time period. In fact, only 5 days old. So there are multiple ways to find articles, and I hope this helps you find them.